Philosophy de Judo, all right? Again, today is less a specific throw. If you have a throw you like, you can think about using it. If you have a few different throws, you can do it that way. This will make sense in a second. Happo No Kuzushi. Okay, so that means Happo No Kuzushi, directions about balancing. Officially, there's 8. Okay, forward, backwards, left to right, and of course, for 45-degree angles. Pretty simple, right? Now we know on a circle of 360 degrees, for those that remember that kind of crap. And hypothetically speaking, you could fall at any one of those things. But generally speaking, we prescribe, so to speak, the throws in these directions. Okay, notice I kind of reset it. If we look at this differently, besides just a specific direction, again, thank you to Aaron here for giving me my new obsession. Okay, we break it down simply in 8 directions. It's really easy to break it down that way. Each one of those throws is hypothetically a solution to a problem presented by an angle. Okay, every throw on there answers one of these directions. Okay, obviously in this thing of judo, we're usually not in a true 0, 180, 90, 360, whatever, right? Some deviation of angle, and that's okay, right? We can think of these as degrees on a circle, another way to think about it. There is always a constant. That constant is angle. Angle equals constant. Always. It's always there. Antonio is at an angle to me of some sort. I don't know the angle. I don't care. He's at an angle. Jordan is at an angle. Hayden is at an angle. Everybody is at some angle to me. Somebody, everybody in the world, in some way, shape, or form is at an angle. Everything is at an angle. So on and so forth. Okay. So the question becomes, all right, I like to throw. Well, let's say, George, right? All right, nice and easy. Throw me with Ippon Seinagi. Pause. Okay, before he throws me, which way is he throwing me? Okay, so this is an answer, right? Throw me. Nice. All right, so we're here. Okay, throw me with Ippon Seinagi. Throw me with Ippon Seinagi. Throw me with Ippon Seinagi. Notice how it's kind of hard for him to throw me with Ippon Seinagi without that angle being present. Makes sense? There is an angle that he wants to throw me with that technique. Okay, now we get the ideas of combinations. All right, throw me with Ippon Seinagi. Okay, didn't work. Right here, from this position, throw me with a different technique. You can think about it, take your time. Okay, boom. Which way did he throw me?
Backwards.
Backwards. All right. Notice how he could go directly into a technique and throw me in an immediate different direction. Make sense? Notice how some of you called out other techniques, such as like Tai Toshi was an option. There are other ones. Forward or backwards, lateral, so on and so forth. There is always a solution. There's always a way, assuming you have the base and posture to do so. So for example, let's come back. Talking about base posture. Bend over 90 degrees like about this statement. Okay. From right here, throw me Ippon Seinagi.
Not happening.
It's not happening. Why?
I don't have the angle and I don't have the off balance that I would need. I gotta get in and I don't have what I need.
So correct yourself to throw me Ippon Seinagi. All right. So, sorry. Thank you. You guys get the point, right? All right. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna set up some like mock rings, and we're gonna play like the sumo game of trying to move somebody outside the ring, and then we're gonna escalate from there. Got it? So with this in mind, we're going to try to move somebody out of bounds. So keeping our balance, having connection, using angles, moving somebody out of a designated area. That's the goal. Make sense? Modified sumo. The goal is to move somebody out of bounds. Doing it as a king of the mat variation. Any grips, grab the legs, doesn't matter where you grab. Doesn't matter your rank. Because if you do this enough, you'll get tired because it's king of the mat. Separated by weight classes, roughly heavyweights down here. Roughly 90 kilos plus. And again, falling doesn't end it. It's whoever controls the ring. Remember, falling doesn't end it. If you fall, it's okay unless you want to sit out, that's fine. Emphasizing angles and movement. Angles, tai sabaki, kumikata. Provide leverage to move.
When I hopped off my foot, I was like,
Now, another thing to kind of think about. There's a critical flaw with this Happo No Kuzushi thing, right? Because we think about just the 8 angles. So we talked about getting under. Did anyone else feel themselves kind of getting picked up? Okay. All right. So getting under somebody is an angle. So we live in a 3D world, right? Like just linear movements aren't enough. Obviously, we have our 360 degree, all right? But we also, so to speak, have our 360 degrees the other way, right? And there's a sphere. We have this whole spherical thing that we can move in other directions. I can suplex you. I can become your base. I can get under you and pick you up. I can get under your arms and lift up. I can get under your hips and lift up. I mean, if you think about these throws, right, there's an angular component and there's also some kind of removing of base component, whether it's kicking out a leg to destabilize, or there is some lifting, like even in some of the foot trips, Sasai, Surikomi, Ashi. What does Surikomi mean? Lifting, pulling, right? Or lifting in kind of an assisting manner. So, even in a version of a foot prop or a foot sweat such as Harai, Surikomi, Ashi, there's still kind of this little aiding, lifting, getting under motion to exacerbate the taking of something and then a rotation about a thing. There's multiple circles working here. Okay? So when we're doing this, right, it's simple to just be like, all right, hey, let me focus. There's an acronym of this like, hey, I just need to get you outside the line, right? The singular focus of I move you now. Yay. That means I pick you up and move you, or I cut an angle and move you, or whatever that is. There's multiple strategies to do the same. The goal is like, hey, just get him outside of here. However you do that's on you. All right. It's also why everyone has favorite techniques. Big guys typically like Tewaza hand techniques, big, like head and arm, hip locks, or not hip locks, but hip tosses, uranage suplex type movement, so on and so forth. All right. Guys like me, they hit the more the middle class or lighter. We get more like the Ashiwaza type of, foot sweep, so on and so forth. And then the cycle repeats because you get to a point where it's like, okay, 2 tractors hit each other. We're both here. Well, now what? And you get the big guy foot sweep. It's like, ugh! And you're pushing so hard that now we redirect because our energy is always going that way. And we go, right? So now we get the idea of efficiency. One way is, hey, I can be stronger than you and I can move you using angles. Another way is like, oh, hey, I can't move you, you can't move me. Now we use some efficiency. So if we're going to push, I pull, and now you go, right? We figured that out kind of naturally through games like this. I could drill you on push and pull on a specific technique. That's an option. Or you can figure out what you like because this is your judo. It's your judo. Figure out what you like to do and then employ it because this is your realm. Okay. Does that make sense? All right. And again, this is me learning too. By your suffering, I learned. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Now we're going to modify the game a little bit. All the cones but 2. Same thing, we got the 2 sides based off of weight. Your goal, okay, so put their butt on the cone. That's your goal. There's 2 goals. You got 2 options. Put their butt on the cone. However you want to do that. Any throw, any technique. Simply falling isn't enough. Put them on the cone. Make sense? I say but, I mean like if you fall on the cone in any way, like, oh, okay, so okay. Well, let's take one of those. Put their body on the cone.
Oh.
Not stepping. This doesn't count.
Okay.
Judo, throw them. Wrestling, throw them. Sumo, throw them. I don't care. Throw them. Leg grabs are allowed. Put them on cone. Picking up is allowed. Pick them up, set them down. Try not to like suplex each other. Let's, we all work full-time jobs. So like, don't kill each other, but put them on cover. Make sense? This game is called Landmines. All you gotta do is not step on the cone.
We're gonna miss out.
37, 39.
Don't step on the cone. If you step on the cone with no throws, just kumikata, good Kuzushi, good Tai Sabaki, controlling angles. You let go of the grips and you restart. It's great for all ranks.